Hey there, good looking. Join me in what is going to be a very powerful and an intense lower body metabolic conditioning workout. Listen, a MetCon just means that we keep the heart rate elevated while we train the lower body. For equipment, I recommend what you consider a moderate weighted dumbbells are for you. For reference, I'm using a pair of 15s. And then I'll also be using 2 yoga blocks. If you don't own any yoga blocks though, don't worry. I'm going to show you an easy workaround while we're in the workout. I'm also going to present osteoporosis-friendly as well as beginner level exercises. So no matter where you are in your fitness journey, you are going to get a great workout. All right, let's go get warmed up. Join the Unstoppable Challenge and get in your fittest shape. Kicks off February 1st, 2024. Registration is now on. Hit the link below to join us. Okay, let's start down on the mat. We'll warm up our core and move on from there. Get set up in a dead bug. Knees are over the hips. Ankles are lined up with the knees, arms extended. Drive the belly button in towards the spine. Keep that neutral spine while we lower one arm and the opposite leg. Thumb to ground, heel to ground. Not allowing that low back to pop off, but we're also not pushing the low back into the mat. We've got that neutral lumbar curve. And breathe. Today is going to be a fun but sweaty workout, so be prepared to work today. Well, actually, every workout I ask you to come prepared to work, don't I? Let's go 4 more here. And 3, 2, last one, 1. Heels to ground. You should be able to feel your heels with your fingertips. Drive the hips up, warm up into the glutes. Now, when we're doing the strength portion of the workout, so with dumbbells in hand, a real easy way to dial with that exercise back is to drop down in weight or do body weight only. We're doing one lunge pattern too, in which I'm going to discuss a couple of different ways to do it so that you feel successful with the workout. 2 more. 1 more. Release. All right, let's come into all fours now. Wrists under shoulders, knees apart underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, press the left heel towards your ceiling and lower. Good. Further warming up into those glutes. Thinking about stamping the foot to the ceiling and then take a peek. Those wrists are underneath the shoulders. 4 more. 3, 2. Now I want you to lift this leg, hold it here, and now straighten and bend. So now focus a little bit more into the hamstrings here. Flex that left foot, pulling the heel in towards the glute. Let's do 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee underneath the hip, right foot stamps to your ceiling. Lower it down, both inside knees touch, and then press back up again. Well, they don't necessarily have to touch, but they're lining up with each other. 4 more, and we'll hold that leg up. 4, 3, 2. Now let's hold that leg up and kick it out. Have that foot flexed, heel to bum, straighten the leg completely. Right leg is level with our ground. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up into a standing position for me. Let's get deep into the hips now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, come down. Grab onto your toes. Drop the hips all the way. If you can't come all the way, the heels lift off. I want you just to come down as low as you can until those heels stay on the ground. Now press the triceps on the inside knees. Rock it side to side, opening up into those hips. Bring the arms up. Drive yourself up. Let's do that one more time. Again, we need to keep these heels on the ground, so you may have to elevate your hips to do so. And drive up, hands light behind the ears, push the tush back, keeping those feet wide, getting into a good morning exercise, but more importantly, teaching us and muscle memorying a hip hinge for when we do our deadlift patterns. So we have a series of 8 moves, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds transition, 4 rounds. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And shake it out. All right, grab a quick sip of water, and then we're going to start with the sumo squat. The workout will flow strength workout, and then a cardio, no weight workout, strength, cardio, etc. So It'll make sense once we get going. Beginners, remember, no dumbbells. This is our strength. Let's get the feet wide, toes turned out, dumbbells in front of the body. Sink the hips down and drive up through those heels. So when we're doing a sumo squat, that means the feet are wide, toes are turned out. So it's very similar to a goblet squat, except our hold where our dumbbells is different. We have 40 seconds here, and then we're going to go into a exercise I just termed thigh killer because there's just no other way to call it. Don't leave me though, okay? Keep going. You're going to feel so accomplished when you're done this workout. Knees track with toes, bum pushes rearward, one more, and dumbbells down. All right, so thigh killer, we're going to stay in a static squat. So let's start the low impact version of it, and then I'll ramp it up to a higher impact if that's where you want to be. So let's sink down for me, narrow squat, so feet hip width. Good, now I want you to step out a little bit and step out wide back to that sumo. Then go back halfway and then in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes halfway, wide, back to halfway, feet hip width. You can step it or you can jump it. But we're staying in that mini iso hold squat, killing those thighs. Woo, baby. Here we go. One more. Woo. All right, we have a Bulgarian lunge. Now you can have your back foot popped up on a yoga block. If you don't own a yoga block, you can have back foot on the ground. Or you can say, screw it, PJ, I don't feel like lunging. Mini me is going to be doing a standing fire hydrant. All right, with or without dumbbells, let's pick a leg. Take her down. You can give me a bit of a hinge forward from the hips. And we're going to put a little bit more emphasis on that front glute. Now, I want you to pay attention to what leg is in front if you're doing the lunge, or what leg is on the ground if you're doing the standing fire hydrant. Because that leg is going to stay in front of you for the next move. It's going to make sense in a second. One more. All right, so we're going to keep this leg in front. You can use your dumbbells or you can use yoga blocks. I want you to get set up in this position. Back toe is tucked under. Your back knee is a hand's length away from that front heel. Hands are resting on yoga blocks, framing that front foot, or dumbbells. Now drive the hips up and down. Sprinter blocks. Now, where are you going to feel this? That front leg, 100%. You want to make it harder. Drop down so fingertips are to the ground. I kind of like having mine up though. All right, so that's our series. Now we got to do the other leg, right? Good job. Push through that front heel. 10 more seconds. Our tempo's a little faster with these cardio moves, the body weight moves. 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! All right. Bulgarian lunge, other leg up on your yoga block, or no yoga block, other leg behind you, or standing by hydrant. Here we go. Get set up. Find your balance. Hip hinge a little bit and drop her down. So now when we do the sprinters, it's this leg that's in front that'll stay in front of our body. Pull those shoulders back and down. Good. Gaze is just ahead of you. That'll help you with your balance. Pushing through that front leg. If you're doing the standing fire hydrant, you're stabilizing the leg. The knee is soft. You're hinging forward slightly. Time. Whew. All right. Let's have that leg in front. Frame the leg that foot with the dumbbells or your yoga block. Now take your hand and place it behind the heel and slide the other knee so that it's just a hand's length away from that front heel. Tuck your back toe under and drive. Drive. Can you straighten the front leg? The back one will straighten, no problem, but I want you to focus on the front leg straightening. Keep going. My shoelace is untied. That's a rookie move, isn't it? I should have double tied before the workout. Good. Now that back knee may float back behind you as you do the move. So I want you to keep shuffling it forward. So again, it just stays one hand length away from that front heel. One more. Woo, baby. And up. All right, let's get back into that sumo position. This time we're performing a deadlift. So a little bit bend of the knee, but our main move now is a hip hinge. So a little bend of the knee, shoulder blades pulled, and drive up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So feet are shoulder wider than shoulders, slight turn out in the toes. Shoulder blades are pinched, driving up. As the hamstrings warm up, you might get a little bit more depth, remembering though that that depth is coming through the hamstrings, not because we're rounding the spine to drop the hands closer to our ground. We have one more move after this, and then that's one round done. Good job, you. All right, dumbbells off to the side. We're going to take ourselves into a bridge, but we'll walk out so we put a little more emphasis into the hamstrings. So let's get the heels back close to the bum, arms down by your side, hip bridge for me, and simply just walk the legs out, trying to straighten the legs as best you can. The further the heels are away from the glutes, the more you're going to feel those hamstrings. And because this is the body weight move, so no dumbbells needed, we're just going to pick the tempo up a little bit. Time. All right. Either roll onto your side and use your arms to help get yourself standing, or rock up. We're taking it back to that sumo squat. My beginners, remember, maybe no weight is where you're at today. Let's get those feet situated, wider than shoulders. Okay, toes slightly turned. Shoulder blades are pressed. Drop it and press up. Take a peek. If you had no shoes or socks on, you want to make sure those knees are tracking with your second toe. Maybe you are training with no shoes and socks, at which point you can see really easily where that knee joint is tracking. Now it's our second round, so we know the moves now. Let's perfect them a little bit and see if we can get a little greater range of motion. So on this particular one, are you able to drop the hips a touch lower? Whew. All right, dumbbells off to the side, remembering to bend the knees to let those dumbbells go down to the ground. We've got the thigh killer, so we can step it out. Okay, so you step it out, or you can jump it out. Let's all get feet just hip width. Give me that mini squat. Step out half, step out full, back to half, back here. And then maybe alternate which lead leg goes out for the next time, or add the hop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's your count. Thigh killer, told you. I do not lie. Woo! Nice. All right, we got that Bulgarian. Now we can put the back foot up On our yoga block, we can do just the ground, no yoga block, or you can do a standing fire hydrant. With or without dumbbells if you're joining me on the lunge. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now remember, pay attention which leg is on the ground here in front. So that's one that's going to stay in front for our sprinters. One more. All right, sprinter, keep that foot in front. Frame your foot with your dumbbells or both yoga blocks. Back knee is what? It's a hand's length away from that front heel. Okay, so get her in and keep it that way. Back toe tucked. 3, 2, 1. Drive the hips up, straighten the front leg. Knee taps the ground. Do it again. Placing weight on that yoga block, on the dumbbells, or my advanced people, tent the fingertips and place them beside the foot. So the more the hands are elevated, it does make this exercise a little more manageable. So you can even take the post down and just have, a little bit of elevation, and that sure changes things. Other side, Bulgarian lunge or standing fire hydrant in 3 and 2 and 1. Oh, shake out that leg. All right. Get yourself set up. Find your breath. Big smile on your face. You got this. Let's go. Take it down. I have a funny story to tell you. If you're new to this channel, if you're here on YouTube, I like to tell stories. Maybe you can relate. I'm hoping you can. I don't think I'm the only one. I was in yoga last night, and I unfortunately had a lot of green vegetables beforehand. So, you know where I'm going with this? Time. This leg stays in front. I really had to toot. Holy cow, it was painful. I had to toot so bad. And they closed the door because it's a warm room. They don't want you to open the door. Oh, my goodness. I was puckering up the entire 60 minutes. Okay, too much information? Here we go. Drive the hips up. Come on, I can't be the only one. Lesson learned, though. No broccoli before yoga. And the doors are closed. The room is warm. So, if you let one rip, it's obvious somebody farted. So, and I don't want it's a full class. I didn't want to step over people to get to the door. And yeah, so I just suffered. Time. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since we've done that exercise. All right, sumo deadlift. But again, it was a lesson that was learned. It was a teaching experience for me. So feet are going to be mat width or a bit wider than the shoulders. Soften those knees, push the hips back, drive all the way up, shoulder blades pinched. So I have yoga tonight. I think I'll just have toast. Toast has never given me gas. Toast has never let me down. So yeah, toast and peanut butter. I won't do milk because I don't drink a lot of milk and that can cause a lot of gas. Time. All right, bridge walkout. So no dumbbells, on your back. Arms down by your side. You should be able to feel your heels with your fingertips. Okay, so let's start with the bridge. Hold that bridge and now walk the feet out. 1 and 2 and 3, maybe even 4. And then walk them back 3 or 4 times. So don't just take one big stride out. Walk your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're almost done round 2. Sumo squats right here. So you can either roll on your side, use your arms to press yourself up, or roll up like I did last time. All right, sumo squat, with or without dumbbells, it's your choice. I'm gonna grab a quick sip. Feet are shoulder width or wider. Wider actually, toes turned out. Sink it down. Now this is again where we're playing with depth last round. So see if we can get those thighs at least parallel with your ground, and then maybe a bit deeper, sinking the hips down. Last one. All right, bend the legs to get your dumbbells down. Okay, thigh killer. So again, if you're doing the low impact, you're just stepping out, not just, it's still hard. Okay, and then lead with the other side when you step out. So you want to alternate what side you step out with first each rep. Or join me for the hops. Staying in that tiny little squat the entire time. Halfway. Woo. All right, Bulgarian. So back foot up on your yoga block, or maybe you don't own one, or you just choose to have the back foot on the ground, or follow mini-me, standing fire hydrant. Beginners, no weight if you're joining me on the lunges. Everybody else, hip hinge, dumbbell each hand, down, press up. Paying attention to that leg that's in front. She'll stay in front for our sprinters coming up next. The lower you go on this, the more you're gonna work, so you can adjust accordingly. You may wonder, well, what's better, heavier weight PJ or deeper range of motion? A deeper range of motion. So if you gotta get rid of one dumbbell or both to do that, let's do that first and work our way up from there. One more. All right. Try the dumbbells low if you're with me here. Beginners, stack them higher though. Again, that back knee is a hand length away from that front heel. We're gonna keep it that way for the entire set. Tuck your back toe under, 3, 2, 1. Drive the hips up, straighten the front leg as best you can. Now that back knee is gonna travel back as we go. So you gotta keep it coming forward, keeping it close to the heel. Five seconds left. Time. Oh my goodness. Whoa. All right. Let's do the other side. Start with the Bulgarians. Or other leg, standing fire hydrant. Here we go. Find that balance. 3, 2, 1, take it down. Oh, I don't know about you, but my back leg is freaking burning. Ooh. So that's lactic acid. It's a byproduct the muscle produces when we're working without oxygen. It's for you science nerds. It'll go away as soon as we stop the exercise, which is right now, thankfully. So when your muscles are sore the next day, it's not because of lactic acid. A lot of people think that. It's not. Lactic acid dissipates 10, 15 seconds as soon as you're done the exercise. Whew. All right, frame that front foot. Back knee is just a hand's length away from that front heel. 3, 2, 1, drive the hips. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. Pick up that tempo if you can. We're standing in 3 and 2 and 1. Oh, wow. All right. Sumo deadlifts now. Okay. Here's the side view. My feet are mat width. Toes are slightly turned out. Dumbbells are in front. And then I want you to pull the shoulders back, down, and keep them there. Push the hips rear. Soften the knees. Dumbbells stay close to the midline of the body. You don't have to jack the hips up too or squeeze the glutes on that up phase. The glutes are actually working right here. And as we pull up, not in a standing passive position. Let's get one more rep in. All right, bridge walkout, body weight only. Heels close to the bum, walking them out. Arms down by your side, should feel your heels. Once you've got that, let's lift those hips up, tuck the shoulders under, and walk out. Woohoo, feel those hamstrings. Oh my goodness me. So this is good stuff, you guys. All posterior chain of the body, keeping it strong. Unfortunately, these guys tend to be weaker than the front of the body. Press yourself up, creating havoc, ankles, knees, hips, and low back. So not on my watch, all right? We're gonna keep you strong, 360 degrees. All right, final round. Let's get that sumo squat in. Body weight only, unless maybe if you've been doing body weight the whole time, maybe try one dumbbell. I encourage you to really self-monitor yourself every workout and even mid-workout. You can drop down weights, you can add more weights. And pretty soon, if you add heavier weights for one set out of, say, the 4 that we were doing today, in a couple weeks, it'll be for 2 sets, and then 3, and then 4. It's what they call progressive overload. Let's do one more. All right, thigh killer. I need some water again. Very dry mouth today. Again, am I oversharing? Probably. I just can't be quiet, sorry. All right, you can go. Low impact. Okay, leading with a different leg each time you step out, or high. It's our last round. Come on, you. Sinking in that squat. So with the squat, our bum is still being pushed rearward. We're hinging through the hips still. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. Woo. Ah, nice job. All right, Bulgarian lunge. Foot up, foot on the ground, or screw it, PJ, I'm not doing lunges. There's your move. All right, let's do this. Last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, legs are getting tired. How you doing at home? 4 rounds, yes, it's intense, but it will push through any plateau you might be experiencing. It will nudge your fitness a little closer to your goals. Time. All right, let's keep this leg in front, okay? If you've been popping your hands up pretty high, let's try it a little lower for this last set of sprinters. What's the worst that can happen, right? Okay, back knee is what? That's right, a hand's length away from that front heel. Tuck the back toe under, straighten the front leg, drive the hips. So your body weight is really on top of the laces of this front leg. Ankle and laces. My head is right past my toe here. Five seconds left. Keep the tempo. Don't slow down. Come on, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. All right. Let's do the other side. Use those legs to pick those dumbbells up. Please and thank you. Here we go. Back toe up. Okay, here we go. Last time doing this side. Go. 1 more. Oh my goodness me. All right, let's keep that front leg in front. Again, try the lower part of the ground, okay? Or the lower setting of your dumbbells or yoga block. Back knee close to that front heel. Body weight on top of this front leg. Tuck the toe and drive. Once again, you may have to walk that back foot in a little bit every 2 or 3 reps. So we want to keep it close to that front heel. Ten more seconds. Time. Oh, my goodness me. think I'm going to rename this workout, okay? It's going to just be called Thigh Killer, not Lower Body Metcon. Just Thigh, period, Killer, period. Sumo deadlift. Mind you, I don't know how many people would click on a workout that had killer in it. Here we go, let's deadlift. And push the hips, come all the way up. Softness in those knees as we lower down. Big hip hinge, little knee bend. There's your deadlift. One more. All right, last exercise. Take those dumbbells off to your side. Okay, we're in a bridge for the walkouts. Feet, knees, hip width. You should feel your heels with your fingertips. Now let's drive the heels up, tuck the shoulders under a little bit, and walk out. And then I also like to alternate what lead leg I walk out with first with each rep. But you all know I'm a little OCD that way. Actually, in many ways. I don't live well with chaos. I like order, neat, tidy. I don't do well and perform well in chaotic situations. So you would not want me time in a crisis. Bring the knees in, hug those knees. Well done, you. Give the glutes a stretch, the low back a stretch, and maybe rock the knees side to side. Hey, here's the good news. Back to my tooting story in yoga. If you're at home, you can toot away, my friend, right? Nobody cares. Maybe the dog, but they do it to you. It's one huge benefit working out at home. That, and you don't have to have your socks match, and heck, you don't even have to be wearing clothes if you don't want to. All right, feet down on the mat. Let's bring the arms out, T position, and then let's turn those palms so they face up to the ceiling. Let's windshield wiper the knees side to side. If you have osteoporosis, you might want to just go a little bit. You're not going to exaggerate any of the twisting patterns that are normally done with stretches and mobility drills. All right, take it to your left. Hold it here. If you want a little bit more, you're going to take that left foot, hook it on top of the outside of the other knee, and then let's turn the gaze towards the right fingertips and hold. Couple breaths. If you have that foot hooked on, let it go. Bring everything center, knees to the other direction. And then if you'd like a little bit more, that right heel now comes and hooks on the outside of that left knee. Turn your gaze to the left fingertips. We're keeping this left arm long and on the ground. Now, come to center for me. Let's keep that right foot crossed over the left thigh. Pull the knee in for figure four. Hands either coming behind the thigh or for a deeper stretch on top of the left shin, and guiding that left knee to the outside of the left shoulder. Now let's pay attention to the back of the neck. We want length there. So if you find that you're really opening your throat up, maybe throw a pillow or that yoga block underneath the head, or just to do some readjustments. Keep the leg crossed, left foot to ground. Now extend the right leg up for hamstring stretch. And you can have a slight bend in the knee on this, whatever feels best. What I don't want though is the leg shaking. So just let it go until the shaking stops. And then if you'd like, you can straighten the other leg. Once again, the back of the neck is long. Maybe giving yourself an opportunity at this part of the workout to just sort of close your eyes and enjoy holding the stretch. Right foot to ground, other leg crosses over. You can hold here if this is where you're comfortable, or lift the knee up, guiding that right knee to the outside of the right shoulder. Foot to ground, extend this left leg up. If you're able to, hands go behind the thigh. Find that stretch and then straighten the other leg if you like. Rolling onto your side. Let your head rest on the bottom arm, top heel to bum. Pull the knee back, squeeze the hips forward. If you want more of a stretch, take that bottom leg and hook it onto the outside of that top thigh. This one you may even find, even though we're mainly stretching your quadricep, you may find that top shoulder, the front of the shoulder, getting a bit of a pull, a little stretch as well. Releasing, rolling onto the other side. Again, let that head just drop onto the bottom arm for some support. Top heel to the bum, pull the knee back, get that stretch first, and then from there, if you want to build on by bringing that bottom foot on the outside of that top thigh, go for it. You may even find that you need to actively push the hips forward to really get a stretch into the quadricep in this position. Couple more breaths. Let's release. Finish off with a psoas stretch on the knees. Right foot in front, ankle and knee line up. And then just walk that right foot forward, a touch, lunge forward to line that knee and ankle up once again. Squeeze the glute, inhale the back arm up and lean away. Top arm, we're going to circle it behind the body nice and slow, just to articulate into the shoulder joint. And switch legs. Have that left one just slightly ahead, and then a lunge forward, lining the knee and ankle up. Back glute, you're tightening that up, extending the spine, so leaning back ever so slightly while we inhale that arm up, and exhale and lean away. Come back to center, slowly release this top arm, circling behind the body. Ah, you did it. Hey, well done, you. Thank you so much for joining me in this workout. Listen, whether you're watching this workout ads-free on our Over 50 Fitness platform or on YouTube, drop a comment down below. I want to hear from you. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next workout. Bye. Now, if you own a couple of yoga blocks, grab those as well. We're going to use those in the workout. However, if you don't own them, that doesn't mean that you can't do this workout. There's an easy workaround I can show you while we're doing the workout. It's a lot of workout. It's all in one sentence. Could turn it into a drinking game. Shot! Every time PJ says, workout.